Hello everybody, it's me JG Studios, and I apologise for not uploading in a while. I've been very busy with university because I'm doing a year in computer science this year, which is a bit more proactive than last year. And today's sets we have set 75299 Trouble on Tatooine. Now I did do a thoughts video a while back, and I did actually get this on the day of release. I just kind of couldn't be bothered reviewing it. But I've finally gotten around to it, which is good that I waited because it turns out I'd also built the set wrong with the speeder, which I'll get into later. So starting off, we have three minifigures. We have our Tuscan Raider, our new Mando, and our child minifigure. Now let's get into those minifigures. First off, we have our Tuscan Raider. Now I absolutely adore these minifigures. I love the way they look. I love the new mold they did. It just looks outstanding, and I think the new print and new gloves all just really enhance the minifigure and really suit it. I think honestly this is one of my favourite LEGO Star Wars minifigures ever made, and I also really love the Gaddafi stick design that they've given them, although I have seen some really nice like custom moulded ones that I think work a lot better, but as a whole I think this is a great minifigure. The only drawback is that personally, obviously, I'd rather have had a different minifigure in Cobb Vanth, but I still think a Tuscan Raider is a necessary minifigure for the set, so great job in my book on that. Next up is the star of the set. This is the only Mando I actually own, and to be honest, I'm glad that of all the Mandos, this is the one that I have, because it is by far the best Mando. I mean, I will say that I think the silver is too silver on the helmet, but aside from that helmet issue, this is the best design they have ever done. I mean, just look at it. The printing is amazing. They've really gone in with that chrome silver look, and you can see he's got arm printing, which just looks fabulous. And you can see the little bird, I can't remember what they're called, like bluebirds or something? Anyway, the wrist gauntlet thing, and on the other side, as you can see the signet of the Mudhorn that's actually on his arm. I think that's an amazing detail. Kudos to LEGO for putting that in. And now let's take a look at the back. Again, gorgeous detail, absolutely incredible. This is definitely the best minifigure. The only real criticism I have of this minifigure though is I don't mind the helmet as much as this. There is no excuse for this, LEGO. You have no excuse. You did this on Season 2. We have already seen Danjara's face, so not including a face print, there's no reason for that. You shouldn't be doing that. It's just bad form. But aside from that, this minifigure looks amazing. Now let's take a look at the Cutest minifigure. And here we have, in all his cuteness, the child. It just is so mini and adorable. I love it. The only thing I would say though is that LEGO did an animated video a few months ago with the Mando and the Razor Crest and Baby Yoda, and the design that they used for that was definitely a better design, so I really hope that that custom design from the animation does eventually make it into LEGO form, because it is so much better looking, because it does have the little scarf around his neck, which just it helps make the head not look way too big on the minifigure, because the ears definitely make the head seem a bit bigger than the body, like too much bigger than the body, if you know what I mean. Alright, now let's take a look at those builds. Now, starting off with, in my opinion, the worst build of the set, we have the Tuscan Raider Cam. Now, this isn't to say that it's a bad build, because I actually do like it, but it's the worst build because of the other two builds are just a lot better looking. And this one has a lot of gaps in it which definitely hold the design back. So if we take a look at it from the outside, you can see it really just doesn't work from the outside. I feel like, the thing is, in the past LEGO has done sets, I think it was an Indiana Jones like Battle Pack level set, and that had like a completely canvas tent. If they had done the roof a canvas piece instead of these pieces here, I think that would have made the set so much better. But with that in mind, it does still look very nice, and it does do what it's meant to do. So you've got room to hold your Gaddafi stick, or Gaffy stick, I can't remember which one it is, I think it's Gaddafi, and you can sit your Tuscan Raider down like that, but you can also open up the tent, and there's a nice seating space there that you could just put the Tuscan Raider. Oops. Well, it looked like a nice seating space. You can actually sit them down, you just can't really lean them back without breaking the thing, but they do sit around really nicely, and you've got little details here like the bone in the pot, which I really like. Now let's take a look at the next build. Now this bit is my favourite of the set. This build, it looks awesome. It really does. Admittedly, I have some slight issues with it, but it's honestly is my favourite build of the set. I love the look of this ballista. I think it looks amazing. You've got that really nice silver flick missile, which I think is a really cool addition, which definitely enhances the design of the set and the build. But my issue with the set is the spring-loaded shooter, because it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Obviously, like, they want to have some functionalities that can't be helped, but if we go back to the Legends of Morrow, I think it was, Ninjago Wave, they actually had flick missiles that had a hook tip and had actual thread connected to that hook, so that you could literally harpoon with the spring missiles. Now, why you're wondering why I bring this up? Well, it's obvious, because in the actual scene they are shooting the crate dragon, and these do actually have rope connected to them. So I think it would have done so much better to add just a little bit more detail to the set to have that thread, because also you could have it. It's more like a Western theme when you have it, because then you could fire it when you're playing with the set, and I don't know, like trip Mando's speeder bike up with the thread instead of just shooting at it, which I feel like it's a small gripe, but I definitely think it's worth mentioning that they have made that piece in the past, so it's not like Lego can't make it, it's just that they couldn't be bothered putting in the set. Which is something you probably will hear me say a lot about the 2021 wave, which is Lego couldn't be bothered in certain areas. Right, now let's take a look at the final build. Now, the speeder build itself looks really nice. I love it. And honestly, the building experience of building it was even better. I actually loved the build of this particular speeder. It was amazing. It was great. I did mess up on the original build. I think I had the seat too far forward so that you couldn't actually fit Mando's rifle just here, but that's fixed, and I love this part that you can actually put Baby Yoda, so he's just enjoying like the wind in his ears whilst Mando's on the speeder bike, just like in season 2, which is just amazing. I love this set. The only thing I would say is, I don't know, I've never been able to get Mando to sit down properly without it looking really awkward, or him lifting up the thing like that. It just doesn't seem to really work for him to actually sit down in the thing and be able to hold the speeder vanes, but that's like a minor gripe, because it is a very nice speeder. It just doesn't really look that great with the minifigure in it, in my opinion. But it is a great design, and it does have room to hold your both blasters. Right, let's go on to the final thoughts. Now, on the final thoughts, this is where I bring in the P word, price. And this set hit the nail on the head. £28, $30 US, I want to say. It's a great price for a great set. My only thing would be that I honestly would have paid more if they had included Cobb Vanth. I would have gone up to 35, maybe even, definitely not 40. I would have paid £35 for same builds, same minifigures, just an additional Cobb Vanth minifigure. I would have paid more for that. I think Lego really dropped the ball there. I understand that they didn't want to give away spoilers, so maybe that's why they didn't, but considering that this set came out in January and The Mandalorian season 2 had already finished by then, and also the Cobb Vanth character has existed for years before The Mandalorian was a thing, it just seems like a complete laziness on Lego's behalf to have skipped a minifigure that fans really want. So I'm disappointed with LEGO on that one, but for what you're paying, you are getting a damn good set. You really are. The ballista looks amazing, the speeder looks amazing, the Tuscan camp doesn't look so good, but the minifigures are great. Honestly, if you are going to buy any set from the winter wave this year, which obviously there isn't many to begin with, but this is the one that you have to buy. This is the one that you need to buy. I don't even care if you hate The Mandalorian, you're buying this set, okay? Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like if you did. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and I will see you guys next time for my army videos.